Welcome to Raleigh, North Carolina, Carter Finley Stadium and home to the NC State Wolfpack. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the SMU Mustangs, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the NC State Wolfpack. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Collins with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. NC State will kick off, and that'll get things underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So SMU's offense will have the opening possession of the game. What a great group of receivers they run out there, and a staunch, stout defense they'll be running into. Jesse, how are they going to get open? How does this defense keep them in check?
Well, I think one thing this receiving group knows, to have success in this game against this defense, is it's going to take all of them. It's not just going to be one guy making all the plays. They're all going to have to be able to step up and, David, take advantage of their own individual one-on-one opportunities when those chances come their way.
Well, and I think that's what's good about this offense. Their strength in numbers. It's not just one guy that you can take away. There's several receivers that can make plays. That stresses the defense. Like, find the weakness, go after him. That guy can win. So it'll be a fun individual matchup.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. The run from the shotgun. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
The Mustangs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking to fire. Grabbed behind the line. It's Lee. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Now, on offense, you're trying to get your running back involved here in the passing game, and obviously no success on that play. Defense seemed like they were aware of it, and all of a sudden you set yourself up in a tough position here on 3rd.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Mustangs will punt it away on 4th down. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. So the NC State Wolfpack comes out, and they'll have the ball for the first time. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting. You have 2 guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off in defense. You've got 2 very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are 2 of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
To the air, it's Bailey. Got it in the middle, it's Allen. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. Wolfpack with a 1st and 10 here.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Guys, let's talk a little bit about NC State. They've jumped to the top of the conference standings. Now the trick is finding a way to stay there.
Well, and that's your goal to start the season. It's always about the conference first, and it's not about the national championship picture. So great job taking care of business within the conference, Jesse, but a lot of meat still left on the schedule.
Yeah, and remember, conference championships mean a lot because the way the college football playoff is set up, if you're winning your conference championship, you're probably in the playoff discussion. So they've got a lot of games ahead. They're in that prime spot right now inside their conference. They've got to keep playing well.
Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. And he'll hold it and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, North Carolina State!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. Got his man on the right. Out across the 30, steps out of bounds at the 31-yard line as they try to put something together. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. They'll go to the ground. Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
NC State going up tempo. Looking to throw, it's Bailey. Snagged out of the air. And they'll move the chains, and a good way to wrap up the first quarter. We've reached the end of the quarter, and NC State has the edge. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Use the play fake, now to throw. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. On the run, deep down the right side. And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion. An explosive play takes them right outside the red zone, and they've got it 1st and 10. He's got his man, makes the grab. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Works the middle. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. 1st and goal now as NC State tries to find a way to score. Little touch pass to the receiver. Touchdown, Wolfpack! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
At the 45 on his way. There he goes to the right. Touchdown, SMU. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. NC State might think about going for a big one on 2nd and short. Gives it on the option. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10.
Nice job being physical by this offensive line, getting the first down, and what do they do right away? Right back on the football, ready to run some tempo.
Still on his feet at the 45. Finally forced out of bounds, maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Offense trying to go RPO, but how about the defense? Up front, their front 7, they had dudes winning, just being way more physical and able to get to that running back.
Looking to throw, it's Bailey. Got his man out of the backfield. Turning it on! They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. NC State with the 1st and 10 here.
And that's why for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense, 1st and goal from the 7. NC State started this drive with terrible field position, but now a little room to operate. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. On 2nd and goal, they go right back to it. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Wolfpack. That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out and start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. A quick pass to the left. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Caught over the middle. It's Singleton. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 for the 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's Cooper. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, 2nd down coming. Bring in the heat. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack.
Now getting to this quarterback is pivotal. You saw last drive, way too much time. They score a touchdown. Nice job on 2nd down. Anticipating the pass, playing the pass, getting this.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They boot it away on 4th down. Hauls it in, looking for space. Slips through the line. Touchdown, NC State! Special teams coming through the third aspect of the game, delivering big time. No mid-season concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Week to week, it's so tough to figure the ACC, which is why this one is notable. Boston College is on top, but it's not like Matt Ryan or Doug Flutie are playing quarterback today, which is why they can't pull away. They're up by 7 over Miami. Any major changes in this ACC standoff, you'll hear about them first from us, gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. You can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
It's complete on the right side. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. The Mustangs headed quickly to the line. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Unloads to the wideout. And the missed connection on 3rd down. And here comes the punt team. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Finds the tight end.
I tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field, the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
To the air, it's Bailey. Makes the grab. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a 1st down on the play. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Rushes on him. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Gets it out quickly. And the defense fakes the tackle, and that ought to do it here in the 1st half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, one of the best environments in the game, and Raleigh has given us a fun 1st half. And this offense has been the story through 2 quarters, extending this lead and really dominating almost every aspect of this game. We're talking lethal efficiency from the O-line right on down to the skill position guys. Although I'd argue those big uglies up front are skilled players in their own right. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas in Carter Finley Stadium.
The Mustangs will kick it away to start the 2nd half. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Let's see if they can keep that 1st half momentum rolling. Keeping it on the ground to open the 2nd half. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to adjust the pattern. To the air, it's Bailey. He unleashes a long one. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. NC State quick to the line. Gets it out fast. Breaks into the open. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Looking to push the pace with the no-huddle.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that can do this. Last week he was unbelievable. This week, even better. This dude is absolutely on fire, in the zone, feeling it, using the whole field, doing whatever he wants, when he wants, how he wants.
NC State has work to do to convert this 3rd down. Fires to the wideout. Caught near the sideline. It's Clark. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31 and a big pickup on that one. Now we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. NC State at the line with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Zings it complete to the right. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give him a 1st down.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the 3rd quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense. And this is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the 2nd half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing. So far, this guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the 2nd half.
They worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. Dropping back, it's Bailey. Flips it out on the screen. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. Just drives it between the uprights. And that will extend their lead even further. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. The Mustangs can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Complete to the left. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They've got it at the 36 on 1st and 10. Now on the option. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Wide receiver going in motion. Looking downfield on first down. Quick completion on the out. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 16. And the Mustangs with a second and short to keep this drive moving. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. A shot toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. The holder will kneel down at the 29, making it a 39-yard attempt. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking downfield, it's Bailey. Quick strike complete. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking to the big tight end. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Looking for a productive play on first down. Find some fresh air. Oh, he's got some space. Bounced off his feet. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and the Wolfpack with a lot of options on 2nd and short. Looking to fire. On target over the middle. This senior shows some serious arm strength, firing that one in for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake. Caught in the backfield. It's King. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You know, I think that's a play the quarterback would like to have back. I'm not sure that's exactly who the ball was intended for. He had another open target on the other side of the field that he just missed.
Gonna run it. It's Seagal. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. We reach the break. It's NC State on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. And he missed it. No good. After the missed field goal, hey, could be worse. They're still up by 21.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
To the air on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Singleton. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
And before he's brought down.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Quickly complete. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
Caught near the sticks. It's Brown. Touchdown Mustangs! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They think they can create space here with the run to the right. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk some clock. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. NC State might think about going for a big one on 2nd and short. Power football with the run. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time here in the fourth quarter.
Fullback's got it. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Wolfpack will have 1st and 10. They'll try the run. There he goes. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. NC State with a fresh set of downs thanks to that running game. The give to the tailback. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Man, how fast did they get in there and make that tackle for a loss? If you blinked, you missed it. Nice job by the defense getting penetration. Everybody up near the line of scrimmage, shooting the gaps quick, getting in the backfield, getting the guy in the ball.
Got enough space. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, North Carolina State. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late.
Man, these ball carriers, they've got a lot of ability in the open field. Their ability to make people miss, but also show off the speed. You saw all of that on that play.
The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Bunch formation for these receivers. They'll give it to the back. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. The Mustangs want to pick up the tempo. Wants to fire on 2nd down. That's reeled in. It's Singleton. Lowers those pads. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds his tight end.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. And the Mustangs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Here's a heat. They got him for the sack, and they'll get the ball back after the 4th down stop.
And I get it. That's for pride's sake. This game's over. Like, I know you're down and you try to mount drives, and sometimes you even try to get young guys in the...
Looking for a huge play. They went for it all, and it as they're closing in on a Week 7 win.
There's no mercy rule in college.
Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them.